I'm Lucy Edwards with Matterport, and today I'm with Flora Chan, and we are at Matterport headquarters in the conference room talking about what a great company we work for.
Oh, I love Matterport. Actually, by the way, I've been in Matterport over just past my 6 years over here.
Really?
Yes.
That is, so you are one of the veterans.
Yes, that's true. Especially for my team, and I think I'm the one of them too. From that.
Cool. So, just a few words about your success story and your journey. And what is your title?
Actually, when I was hired, day one, I was the senior director of supply chain. And then 2 years later, I got promoted as a vice president of manufacturing operation, which is, I never expect that to happen.
So what's your job? What are you doing, your day-to-day responsibilities?
So actually, manufacturing operation is end-to-end, coming from anything related to purchasing on the hardware, because Matterport also is selling product. For the most focus, actually, for my role, majority is on the supply chain side. So in operation, you don't want to have any shortages for any hardware that is for our customer to purchase to enhance and use that digital twin. So that is my majority of the role. Include that, I also have logistic team, fulfillment team, purchasing team, manufacturing team, engineer, RMA support as well. So that is all of my organization.
That is fabulous. So how many people do you have all together on all the teams?
Right now, 18 people around the world. We have someone in APAC, and we also have one employee in Amsterdam.
Great. Do you visit that employee very often?
Actually, I never visit Amsterdam, which is what I look for, that in one day that I can have an opportunity to do that. But in APAC, actually, we don't have a physical office over there, but we will meet whenever we have a supplier meeting in overseas, then we will meet my team together.
Oh, and that is great. Now, let's talk about a team, because team, and like in residential real estate that I'm involved in most of my time, it's very important. If you do have a team, the chemistry has to be there. That person has to fit everyone else who is already on the team, because, you know, one bad apple can ruin everything. So it's important for you to go through the process that not just you enjoy working with that person, but the whole team embraces.
So mostly, I remember like long time ago, one of my VP, not for this company, asking me about what's the most important for you to hire an employee. I said it's attitude. It doesn't matter for that employee particular, do they know the job? Sometimes it requires some technical, but however, the willingness to learn and also collaboration to work as a team, I think this is the most important to make the team success for that.
I totally agree with you. Communication is very important, and understanding, listening to each other, and being able to speak up and to have good leadership like you are offering. You are uniting everybody in one good cause.
Yes, that is one of the reasons of today why we're so happy over here, especially on Thursday, because our team actually is started late last year. We starting to want to put the team together. So every Thursday we talk about, we want to host a lunch for barbecue, because we have a barbecue, you know, over here. And we want to also, because of the weather is so nice. So we want to have the bonding, also cooking, and that moment that we want to share the lunch. And then we talk about not only work and also like family, friends, activity. This is how we can connect to each other and create a very comfortable, you know, culture between them.
And yeah, I enjoyed the lunch. It was a taco day today. And actually, I had a really great time talking to all your team members and everyone else who is here today at Matterport. It's great. It's like everyone is sitting, talking, like you said, not just work, but then we also talked about work. So that was interesting to hear everyone else's perspective on what they are doing and what challenges they have, what success stories they had in the last few days even. So that is fascinating. I really appreciate that. So let's talk about your relationship with your different teams. I understand that you are the leader of the pack, but then how do they work between each other? How do they communicate? Do they have projects that all of them involved at the same time?
So because of my function is quite broad, right? So I have 3 directors reporting to me. One function is more on the manufacturing engineering, and then one function is more on inventory logistic management. And the other one is more on the strategic sourcing and supply chain. And some of them you can say, oh, maybe they're not well to connect. But however, everyone actually is touching into collaboration and that area. So what we're doing is we have a team meeting weekly to talk to them, and then we also have monthly meeting to talk to all the manager and the team. And this is one of the reasons why I'm always here in the office, even though we're a remote first company. But every Thursday, I'm always here because I want to have the one-on-one for skip level to hear from them. Just like this morning when you talked to me, what time that I can be available? I said, no, I need to talk to one of my engineer because we do that bi-monthly. So we can walk out to chat about what's going on for that, and then also listen to him. What do he need help, or what has been ongoing, or what he wants to work on, you know? That is the moment of 30 minutes walk, and then we talk about that. So this is how we manage our relationship. On top of that, we also have a lot of cross-functional meeting, especially I'm under Lou for our chief hardware officer. So he also has the group of like hardware R&D engineer that is led by Darren. And then also we have the PM team, small mighty team to do all the new project, existing project, and all of that. And those are the one is super critical. It's not saying that only one side is working on one task. We have weekly meeting just right after our interview. We also have a project alignment meeting, some project that we need to discuss, and bringing into all the engineers from R&D, PM side, and also from my side, you know, to talk about, okay, what we need to work on and what is our timeline and what we want to measure our success for that too. So we have a lot of meetings, but we're trying to utilize the meeting, how efficient that and effective to communicate. Especially, I think for us, remote first company, the most challenge is communication.
Communication. No, I agree with you. What would you say the most fun part of your job? What do you love the most?
I love to work with people. Oh. This is one of the reasons why I like to talk to people. By the way, you know, it's very interesting because I always in meetings and talking, not only with the Zoom internal, but we also do a lot of like external meeting with the vendor, supplier, manufacturing, right? Sometimes even this week, we need to talk to a customer, even though from my role, because we want to hear directly from them what we can do differently in order to improve what our customer want. I think this is the most important one for our job, right? Not only seeing the result, but we also want to hear the feedback directly from them so we can improve our process, especially how can we innovate for the next product that we can, you know, help our customer. This is why I feel like the most happiness for me to work at Matterport, because our company is not only a hardware or SaaS, we are selling as a solution for that. So this is the most fun part that, you know, I see that is what gives me the passion about what I've been putting on. And then also the team is exciting for that in the next year for that too.
So people like you make Matterport successful.
Everybody, that's not only me, right? It's the teamwork. Right?
Yeah, it is teamwork. So that, what would you say about the leadership, like the support of Lou, for example? You mentioned that you report to him, and he's amazing. He's just great human being, and he's super smart. How does he support you if you are struggling with something, or if you need help, or you just need to talk about certain challenges? How supportive is Lou and others who is leading the company?
I want to say, actually, I feel great about this, especially for the leadership over here. Lou and I are very working relationships are very close. You know, I can go to him whenever I have challenge or issues for that, and he always is very transparent to us as well. Not only up to me, even though for the whole team. And this is how I like, you know, because it's very direct conversation. We cannot hide any challenge for that and just trying to avoid, right? But this is the trust, I think, the most important one for us to be successful, that we can trust our leadership, and also the leadership also trusting me to make the decision. I also want to say 4 years ago when the most challenge actually is during the pandemic for my role. And I want to say that that moment, I could not even more thankful for how RJ and JD and the leadership has been supporting me because of the challenge of the supply chain. We have shortage everywhere globally, right? And we cannot even build any camera in the production over here in Sunnyvale because during the pandemic, right? However, they said that, Flora, if you said that is all the solution that you try, it's okay. Then we will figure out how we make it work. And in my position, especially in manufacturing, usually we are the last functions to deliver the product to the customer. Usually it's more on we get blamed, why you cannot deliver and all that. But I never hear one bad word or complaint to my management and even from my team. So that's why I said, I'm very appreciative and very thankful that I'm in this position right now.
Oh, that is so touching. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing. You are so sincere and you are so passionate about what you do, and you are passionate about your team. And that's why you have a successful team, because you are all in it together. And I could see today when you were cooking and cleaning up and serving food, and it was a team effort, not just with cameras and with supply chain, but also everything your team does. It's teamwork.
Thank you. You know, I host sometimes when we need to host lunch, and during cooking for the time for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, that is my one-on-one with my team. So we never waste the time. But those are the dialogue that we have and connections for that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Cheers.
Thank you.